What's up, guys? I'm here with Justin Royal, the man, on Lake Travis. And what we're gonna do today is we are going to get a bunch of our baits and just show you underwater footage, how to work them, what to do. We're gonna have Justin on the reel. He's gonna be kind of showing his techniques and how he likes to work each bait. And I'm gonna be in the water showing you how all these baits outperform our competition.
It's gonna be a good time. You're gonna see some awesome action under the water.
Is that what you guys do? All right, we got something new for you. I'm going to show you the Carolina pre-rig, talk to you about why we designed it and how it's going to help you save time, money, and not get as frayed up as much. Also, the Axis is back. It is back. And yeah, we're going to show some underwater footage of that, show you exactly what it does and how it's going to get you more bites. Simple.
All right, guys, so we're gonna start out throwing the Axis square bill, uniquely designed, has a swinging bill, metal lip. It's gonna give you added flash, so if you have bait fish in the area, that's gonna pull those bass in. Awesome, as well as high quality, vibrant paint schemes the 6th Sense is known for. So multiple ways you can use this bait. Fire it up shallow, steady retreat back out into open water, just like a traditional square bill. But it's got such a wide wobble and an erratic hunting action that you can use rod twitches and reel cranks to really impart some unique movement, and it's going to help you trigger those strikes when maybe they wouldn't hit a traditional square bill. The Axis is super versatile. A lot of times when I'm fishing this bait, I'll throw it up super shallow, start burning it to get it banging through the cover. And then once it gets out into open water, I'll start giving it a couple twitches, slow my retrieve down just a little bit, get that wide hunt motion going, draw out those fish. Another bait that we're out here testing today is the new 6th Sense Carolina pre-rig. A couple things about this setup, they're a little bit different from your traditional Carolina rig setups. As always, you got high quality components that make up this bait. Bullet weight, a couple beads, got your swivels, all set up, ready to go. You just tie on your leader and your hook, the bait of your choice, and you go from there. But a couple other things I wanted to mention. As you can see, it's got this flex cable. Instead of a hard wire, it's going to allow you to come through cover a lot easier without digging into whatever you're coming into contact with. Also, another thing that 6th Sense thought about, and this is really cool, it's available in both lead and tungsten weights. So some guys prefer lead when they're fishing rock, because if you get snagged up, you can actually pull that softer metal out of that snag a little bit easier than tungsten. But if you prefer tungsten and you want that bottom contact and that sensitivity, 6th Sense has you covered. The Carolina pre-rig is an excellent way to get those tough summertime bites and give your bait a unique, natural, subtle fluttering action down there below the surface of the water. Catch you more fish out there in the heat. Heaters only from the 6. So one thing we're noticing while we're out here is these bass are keyed in on small bait fish, and it's tough to beat a jerkbait when they're keyed in on smaller forage. This right here, 6th Sense Provoke 106X jerkbait. This is the Shad Pro color. This is a really productive option when they're busting on the bait. So we always have one of these nearby. The action in the water, killer. It twitches, it jerks, it suspends, and it just looks amazing. Gets those bass fired up. When you're talking fish that are keyed in on bait fish, but they're not up shallow, Cloud 9, C10, shad scales, this is a really productive bait. Once those fish start moving out of their spawning areas, back out into deeper water, main lake Rocky Point's one of my favorite ways to apply this bait. Get it clicking and clacking down there on bottom. I always tell people, no bottom contact, no bite. You want to match your running depth to the depth of your water. This right here is one of the absolute most fun ways to catch them. Love throwing a Cloud 9 C10 in the summertime. Plastic jerkbait. This is the Flush 5.2 from 6th Sense. I'll show you guys how I rig it up and how I fish it. 4/0 EWG weightless. Fishing it on straight fluorocarbon. This is how you're gonna get this thing set up. Straight through the nose of the bait. Come out the chin right where the split in the belly begins. All the way up. And then you want that hook point to come out directly in the center of that split dorsal. And then you can even text pose it. 100% weedless, ready to go, super confidence. Anytime I'm struggling and I need to just put a fish in the boat, chances are you're gonna see me pick up a flush. And it's just an excellent way to catch them year round, especially when they're keyed in on bait fish like they are today. I'm gonna fire it out there. A little bit of slack on my line, I'm just gonna pop that slack. Erratic, reeling and popping. Get that bait darting, shooting back and forth underneath the surface, slightly subsurface. You can let it sink. If you wanted to, you could fire it out there, let it sit, give it a little count. You can even fish it like a little glide bait. Give it one pop, let it dart, suspend, give it two, back and forth, suspend. Really versatile. Slow down, speed up, figure out what the fish want. But anytime I'm having a hard time getting a fish in the boat, Flush 5.2 can usually get it done for me.